All right, namaste. We are going to start our class. And since I have a really bad throat and my throat hurts, I'm going to ask a lot of questions. So let's start by asking you, and you can put this in the chat window also. What is Vastu? Your understanding. That's good. That's correct. Influence of our environment, science and art. Daniela, what do you think? What about, how do you think Vastu is different from Feng Shui? Oh, it's a Shastra. So that is a good one. It is a scripture and it is part of Vedic architecture called Sthapatya Veda. Yes. So in the old days, the Vedic architects, just like you had the Ayurvedic Vaidyas in the old days, thousands of years ago, they were also people who were architects and engineers. And these architects and engineers were called Vastu Shastragyas, and they were experts in Sthapatya Veda, land, soil, foundation. So directions, energy, and even architects now, they have to find out if the place is structurally sound. If this soil is soft, where you're building your house, is it on a cliff, angle, all of that. So it's so much more than Feng Shui. But the Feng Shui part is also there. Yeah, Vastu also does the same. But Vastu is more, it includes architecture. I mean, I've read these big books on Vastu and Sthapatya Veda. There is even a presiding deity. Just like in Vedic, everything has a presiding deity. So there's also the Vastu presiding deity also, which I'm gonna not get into right now, but just like that, there's a deity and he's the divine architect. In fact, he was the one who, he is the architect who made the heaven, as in Olympus, as in Indraprastha. So he's the guy. So there's a lot of factors that are taken, structure, and most important thing that is taken into account are the materials for building, right? And the materials are made up of what? What is everything in the world made up of? 5 basic things. Exactly. So all of this. So the first thing that we probably have already done, what have directions got to do with Vastu? What is direction in Vastu? We're saying this is like architecture. This is like, yes. So we are not just talking about the physical structure of the house or a home or wherever you live. You're also talking about balancing the 5 elements in the home, house, apartment, office, industry, whatever it is. See, when you balance the 5 elements, there's also energetic structure. There's not just physical structure. Have you been in buildings and one side is very long and other side is very short? And sometimes I look at such buildings, sometimes they make houses and they're weird shaped. I look at them and I feel unbalanced just looking at the house. I don't know if everybody's that sensitive. At least my teacher made me that sensitive. My Vastu teacher is actually in San Diego. So you should, if you get a chance to meet him, that he's a world-renowned architect as well. Michael Mastro. Has anyone done so definitely there, I'm just not speaking from a you can, yeah, even forget the building, even if there's a land, right? It's a simple plain land, there's nothing on it. So there is something called the, let me save this and create a new, hang on a second. Oh, give me 1 second, please. Let me start a new whiteboard. Oh. All right, hang on. I'm going to start a new whiteboard. Give me 1 second, please. Sorry, it won't allow me to start a new whiteboard till I delete this. So let's finish what's on this whiteboard. So basically what I've done here, I suggested you a book. The book that I normally used to suggest is only available also on Kindle now. That is my teacher's book. That is The Way of Vastu by Michael and Robin Maestro. But he doesn't go very much in detail about the grid in the first book. And I do like to talk about the grid. This grid is very important. So every piece of land, every piece of house, every piece of energy, we divide it into a grid of 9 by 9. So let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then each grid, each of the square is a direction. And I don't know if you know what yantras are. So yantras are actually laid on this grid. So you must have, and does anybody know what a yantra is? Can you tell me? A yantra. Let me write that down. Anyone? You can look it up. It is, yes, that's a good one. A yantra is a geometric pattern which is laid on a grid of this like 9 by 9 grid, specifically to change energy of a place. It is activated by a mantra. So yantra is basically a tool. Mantra is the activation. Mantra activates the yantra. So even a mechanical tool technically would be a yantra, but in this case, yantra is laid down on this 9 by 9 grid because the house itself or your home or building is on that grid. So The Vastu Purusha, if this is southwest, I'm going to try to draw this. Please bear with me 1 second. I'm sorry, that was supposed to be Vastu Purusha. And I'm trying to draw this with maybe Amy. I think you're an artist. You can draw this. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? These are the feet. So trying to do it with a mouse, I need one of those iPad things. This is the feet right here. These are his thighs. This is his backside. This is basically his back. And there is a grid that goes from here to here. We really need someone to draw this for us. But you can basically, you don't need to buy a yantra. You can make your own yantra as long as you know that it works on the principle of the grid. So Vastu Purusha is the deity that rules the house. Some people say that he is a manifestation. It's not a she, it's a he is a manifestation of Shiva. So in this grid of 9 by 9, where the southwest is, that's where his feet is. And when we walk, that's where all our weight is. So southwest is the direction of earth, and that's where most heavy things should be. It cannot be a light area. Heavy furniture, place to relax, even a bedroom, because feet. So this is southwest. And then right in the center there should be space. It's Brahmasthanam, it's your GI tract, right? Just actually this would be the chest area. The Brahmasthanam is more like the chest area where the heart is, and it should not be cluttered. It's basically the centralish area. If you see the head, northeast is prana. Any questions? Just look at what I've made and ask me any questions. Sorry guys, I'm muting because I'm coughing. But feel free to ask me any questions on the chat. Can you guys try to recreate what I've done? Maybe on a piece of paper or like as homework? Yeah, laundry would be water element. No, it wouldn't be inauspicious. It just, if you have water in the fire, then the fire would go down. The Agni of the house would go down.
Agni? What's a Agni? What's a Agni?
So anybody whose kitchen is, I'm sorry.
What's a Agni? What's a Agni?
So your kitchen is also in southeast? Yeah? Does anybody want to tell me what is in their directions like Leslie's telling me? What do you guys have in the southwest direction of your house? And when you say what is in the direction, you want to look at not right in here. You're obviously, let's change the color a little bit. We're talking like this much. So these three grids form the southwest, and this would be east, this would be north, south, west. Dining room is okay. It's dining or relaxing. If you have northwest master bedroom, best place is more if it's south. If someone has usually got northwest master bedroom, they tend to have some insomnia or insomnia issues because it's direction of air. So you can relax in a deep sleep. I don't know if that has been an issue. Yeah, there you go. So my son is in northwest and he was, yeah, where is your, so this is basically what I want you to do. I'll share this with you. And I want you to make a grid. You can copy this grid. I just want you to understand and basically memorize the grid, the directions, their elements, and where are you located. I'm sorry, I can't talk. Okay, mom. Feeling a little better. I wanted to give you one example. So, I had a kid um, whose mom had come to us. She had diabetes, and we tried everything. Nothing was working. They tried everything. Nothing was working. No acupuncture, nothing. They even tried Ayurveda. It wasn't working. But she came to me anyway because she was recommended. Someone recommended me. So we did a Jyotish for this little girl who was 8 years old, and we put yantras in her bedroom. And 8 months later, the child was playing soccer in her school. This is a child who was not able to go to school. So it was a combination. And once all these things, Jyotish and these things were done, this child was able to, the Ayurveda drugs started working for them. The acupuncture started working for them. I mean, I have hundreds of examples like that. But one thing, so right in the northwest corner of your, you could put, you first of all make sure that the windows are completely closed because you don't want the northwest energy when you're sleeping. You want to keep that area, yeah, that's good. Never sleep facing north with the head on the north. See if you can face with your head on the south. So yeah, I would like you to make a grid of your house and share with me. And we were going to put that grid up in next class. And Atul's going to do an introduction on Jyotish right now. So thank you guys. I'm so sorry I couldn't talk much.